All right, YouTube. It's your boy, Original Dogman John Castro. We're going to address the haters, the Kevin Samuel haters who come to my channel. I haven't had a chance to address all of them, but I decided to take a few of their comments to show you guys just what kind of mentalities and what kind of people we're dealing with when it comes to the Kevin Samuel zombies and the Kevin Samuel's minions. What kind of people pay attention to him, listen to him, like what he says, and applies what he says to their lives. All right. Now, many of y'all don't know me for jack. A lot of y'all don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little personal taste of who I am and what I've done in my lifetime. And why, to me, money isn't really everything. But according to Kevin Samuels, money is. Looks, money, clothes, the materialistic shit. The shit that doesn't really count. Okay? These are the types of shits that don't fucking count when it comes to the character of who you are. All right? So I'm going to read the first comment. And pay attention to this comment. This is what these kinds of people with these kinds of mentalities look for. Okay? Mecca Dawn. You guys can go back in my videos about Kevin Samuels and look up these comments. They're there. No disrespect, I promise. But I'm looking at your setup, and I've seen his setup. Sounds like your feelings got hurt because he attached a fee to his wisdom. I don't see him ruining lives. I see him giving good advice. Okay, first of all, you didn't disrespect me. You disrespected yourself. To sit there and compare what two men have when you don't know jack shit about neither is a disrespect to yourself. Even if you don't know jack shit about me, it's a disrespect to yourself. All right. So if you're going to judge us on what we have, you're going to judge us on our materialistic possessions, then something is truly fucking wrong with you and you need to fix your fucking mind. Period. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that. Anyone with a clear conscience and with any common sense can truly sit here and see that you're missing a few screws, woman. Mecca Dawn, that's your name. Mecca? You believe in Mecca? That's what you believe. You want to go to Mecca. You believe in you have a Muslim belief system with you, an Islamic belief system with you. Okay, I can delve into that, and I can tell you about your bullshit ass belief if you want me to, but I'm gonna leave that to the side for right now. No disrespect, I promise. You promise, right? You broke that promise, but I'm looking at your setup, and I've seen his. So you look at my setup, you seen his. This setup ain't shit. You think this is something? You think this is something? This ain't shit. This ain't nothing. This entire apartment, this place ain't shit. This clothes, this hat, this ain't shit. My skin, this ain't shit. Want to know what shit? It's the truth. It's God's truth. All this, even my phone, everything around here, this ain't shit. This is what you need to get past. You need to get past the facade. The Kevin Samuels facade and the facade that you're looking at right here. Like I said, if you go back into my videos, I told my subscribers that this shit here is just eye candy for them. That's it. But this ain't really shit. Go back into my videos when I first started showing this desk here, and watch what I told my fucking subscribers. Go find the soundbite where I said that this ain't shit. Then you start to understand who the fuck I am. But until then, I'm going to take it easy on you, right? You need to check yourself. And you need to check out what Kevin Samuel says. You need to understand the difference between subjective moral values and objective moral duties. The difference between the lie and the truth, the deception and manipulation. That's what the fuck you need to do. All right? So get the fuck off my page. Don't come back. Don't subscribe until you get your mind in check. The next dude stated, C. Sanders. He says, you say that Kevin Samuels played the gay card. Should we believe that this motherfucker may be gay? I don't know if should y'all believe if Kevin Samuels could be gay? Yeah, you should. He's been in so many failed marriages that he might be actually turning gay. I got me a whole wife here. Takes care of me, everything. I take care of her. We're doing great. Wonderful. Best we can do. Without fucking over people. Without accepting donations and super chat. Without begging for money. Yeah, that's what Kevin Samuels does. So check yourself and check your comment. Next one, Marquand Morrison. Who the fuck is this clown? Fucking watch my videos and find out, motherfucker. Another one, same type. This dude named Shepard Brown. He says, fashion consultant, they charge expensive. Well, that damn price went up to $840 some dollars, I heard. It was at 300 some. Now it's at 800 some to get advice from a fashion consultant. Motherfucker, y'all charge more than fucking lawyers and doctors. You need to check yourself. Here's the thing about this Shepard Brown character, if you go watch in my comments. This Shepard Brown character was looking at YouTube music. Okay? The same kind of music that Kevin Samuel uses in his fucking live streams right before he comes on. Y'all need to peep game. Go check that shit out. The same kind of music that Kevin Samuel uses in his live streams, this Shepard Brown dude was Googling and searching, or was searching for on YouTube, and he has it in his playlist. Now, that don't tell you something. I don't know what the fuck does. All right, so they had one more comment, but I can't find it. I don't know if the dude deleted it or not. He was talking about a nest egg, that I should have a nest egg being closer to 50. I want to tell y'all something, man. When it comes down to money and it comes down to living, I'm going to live. And I'm going to live happily. Now, you guys may be afraid of the future. You guys may be living in fear and despair. Therefore, you're going to save up your nest egg and not really live your life. That's on you. I'm comfortable where I'm at in life. I don't need no nest egg. If I die, I die. If my kids don't have anything, they're going to live their lives to the fullest as much as possible. And they're going to learn from their mistakes. They're going to learn from their experiences. That is what enriches people's lives. The ability to learn and conquer and get through the rough times. Get through the trials and tribulations that life throws at you. That's what living is about. It isn't about preparing a fucking nest egg so you can be safe in the future. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all may think like that. But that's only living in fear and despair. Me, I've already thought about all this shit through. I could have had a nest egg. I've had a nest egg. And my father had left me a fucking inheritance. That's right. Beachfront property on a fucking island. Want to know what I did with that? It was me and my sister who were supposed to claim that. We both left it to our other brothers and sisters. And the rest of our families who we barely knew. We left it to them. That's right. You want to research it? You can. My name is John Castro. Look it up. You can find out everything you want about me online and see if I had an inheritance left to me. Retidian Point, beachfront property on Guam. The Castros own it. The Castro family owns it now. Why? Because me and my sister left it to my half-sisters and brothers. I wasn't greedy. I didn't take it. I didn't take it and snatch it away from them. I've been living in the States all my life. I enjoy living in the States. I could have went back to that island. I could have went back to Hawaii and Guam where we have property. But we didn't do that. We didn't do that. We left it to other family members. They sold it. Then some of them still have it. We wasn't greedy for money, man. We don't suffer. I'm living under air conditioner right now. This ain't suffering. You guys have the fucked up mentality of thinking what is suffering and what isn't suffering. You guys have no fucking clue, no value. You have no principles, no values, no virtues. You don't know jack shit. The only thing you fucking know is hatred and greed. That's all you know. Manipulation and deception. Yeah, that's what a lot of you motherfuckers do. That's what a lot of you motherfuckers do. Me and my sister could have been living it up big time. But what is living it up? It's all subjective. It's all opinionated bullshit. It's only motherfuckers with the mindset like these who overcharge, who want something more in their lives, but they don't know exactly what it is because they're deceived. They're programmed and they're fucking reflexed. It's not how much a man has that makes him a fucking man. It's how little he needs that makes him a man. It's not how greedy or how much hatred a man can harbor. It's what a man can do to help his brothers and sisters, to help humanity and society. What is the best thing that you could ever offer someone? It ain't money. It ain't materialistic shit. It's truth. You better a person in the inside, then you make that person understand what the truth is. Kevin Samuels is a subjective motherfucker who passes on subjective fucking ideologies to other people, and then they become subjective. You want to know what subjectivism is? It's all about you. It's only all about you. Fuck the world, all about you. It's a greed mentality. You don't know the difference between contentment and happiness. That's the fucking problem with you people who listen to Kevin Samuels. That's the fucking problem that you don't see. The difference between contentment and happiness. You want to know what the difference between contentment and happiness is? Contentment isn't greedy. Happiness is another word for greedy when you harbor a subjective mindset. That's what the fuck you people don't realize. This is the difference between living a life of expression and living a life of intention. Kevin Samuels lives a life of fucking expression. Many other people live a life of fucking expression. The numbers, many are called but few are chosen. Many people will live and want to live a life like they're rich and famous and have a lot of money and have a lot of clout and have a lot of notoriety in this society. Sure, the numbers outmatch the truth in numbers. When I'm talking about this, what I mean is many people are living a life of lies. Do you need a big fancy house to live? No. Do you need a big fancy house and cars to be happy? No. Why do we know that this is not true? Because there's people in the fucking Amazon, indigenous people, who are living the greatest lives of their life. Happy and content, away from modern day society. Fishing, living, hunting, being with their families. That's how we know that all this materialistic shit doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. But to you guys who've been programmed, it does. It means a lot. Like I said, I can get rid of any of my hobbies. I can delete my entire YouTube channel. I don't need subscribers. I just gained within the past 2 months 10,000 subscribers on TikTok. Actually, more like 8,000 subscribers on TikTok. And they banned my account. I'm okay with that. Because I knew they would. See, because people want to ignore the truth. The truth hurts. It does. You see, I seen Kevin Samuels on a live stream. And he was talking to this girl. Who, her sister was married, but she wasn't married. She was having a hard time with relationship problems. She was a worker at a fast food restaurant. I believe it may have been a Popeyes or something. And she made like less than $25,000 a year. Kevin Samuels ridiculed the fuck out of this girl. Then said, at one point, said that her father failed her. Then turned around and said he didn't fail her. You see, this dude was reaching. He was reaching and he was digging. And he really didn't know the truth. What is the truth? The truth was this girl was living a subjective life. Everything in her mind was programmed to her. She didn't know how to find happiness through God and truth. Period. You have to make people realize that there is another standard outside of their own ideologies to begin to understand God's wisdom and truth. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Kevin Samuels has a false knowledge. Plain and simple. He sells you a false knowledge. He doesn't have truth. Period, man. This dude knows nothing about truth. Because if he did, he wouldn't be charging $849 for opinions. That's not what people with true knowledge do. That's not what people with true knowledge want to do. People with true knowledge, with truth, want to share it. Because they understand that once you share truth with many people as possible, the more the world becomes a better place. Because love is the one deciding factor in this entire world that changes things for the better. That's it. Love is what changes things for the better. You're going to tell me you're going to charge for truth and love and wisdom? That's not love. It can't be. How could it be? You tell me. If you love someone, you're going to charge them? You're going to charge them for the truth? No, you can't. That's not what a man with wisdom, true wisdom from God does. Just doesn't do it. He doesn't enable you, and he doesn't charge you. He just gives it to you raw and uncut. You take it from there and you roll with it. But the shit that Kevin Samuels offers you is bullshit. Lose weight. Why? That's only opinionated. Some men like women who have some weight on them. Oh, what are the numbers? Yeah, sure, the numbers here in America may show some because a lot of people in America are programmed. But you go your fat ass to Africa and see how many African men really love you. Fucking African men tired of seeing skinny ass women in Africa. When they see a big woman, oh, they in love. Trust me when I tell you that. See, that's the difference between what Kevin Samuels is feeding you and what I'm fucking feeding you. What I'm giving you is truth. What Kevin Samuels is giving you is subjectivity. Kevin Samuels is giving you numbers from America, but he won't give you numbers from Africa. He won't give you numbers from any other country. Yeah, sure, some countries like skinny women. But you're a black woman. Go to Africa and see what happens. See how many African men like you there. It's all smoke and mirrors, people. Kevin Samuels gives you smoke and mirrors with some bullshit ass numbers that he fucking looks up through society, which is programmed itself. But y'all can't see this shit. Sure, he'll throw up the numbers to you all the time. But then, when someone actually comes to his live stream and starts speaking their truth, he fucking ridicules them. Puts his nose up in the air as if he's right and they're wrong. Like I said, Kevin, if you're running from your own fucking subjectivity, what makes your truth better than their truth? You got no standard, motherfucker. This dude says that he's a counselor for 3 different, a singles minister for singles ministry at 3 different churches. Then in the live stream, this motherfucker couldn't even remember what fucking pastor he was talking about. Who told the men to stand up and the women to stand up who all were single. Yo, that wasn't about church. That was more about sex. That's the new religion. Sex. Sex sells. And if they're talking about that in your church, they weren't trying to sell you truth. They were trying to sell you sex. That's what Kevin Samuels is about. But y'all don't want to see that. Like I told you, if I go listen to another one of his live streams, I'll break that shit down for y'all. But y'all don't want to hear that. This is what talks for y'all. This is y'all truth. This is when y'all listen, when y'all start hearing the money, when y'all start seeing the money, then y'all pay attention. That prosperity doctrine. That's what Kevin Samuels is selling you. Prosperity doctrine. Y'all don't know God don't do that shit, man. God don't prosper you with money. There's other ways that God prospers you, but not only with money. He can, but that's not the fucking teaching. That prosperity doctrine with money and materialistic value and all that shit, that's not the fucking doctrine y'all should be paying attention to. But that's what Kevin Samuels feeds you. That's what he wants to feed you. But notice how this motherfucker begs y'all for money. Notice how he has his hands out in his live stream with Super Chat. Notice how he has other people control his live streams. Other women. Other moderators in his live stream. And he'll cut anyone off who objects with his fucking word. That's why y'all can't see shit. That's why y'all don't have an opposing opinion. Because he'll block them. He blocked a motherfucker like me on his live stream. He's already done it multiple times. He knows who the fuck I am. He knows that if I go in this live stream, I'll dig a hole in his ass, man. I'll make him look like a fucking idiot on his own fucking live stream if he keep me there. If he put me on his live stream, I will shame Kevin Samuels with all his subjective bullshit. with all the numbers he throws up. I'll make him look stupid. Why? Because the dude is simply opinion. He's not running on any kind of truth. None. He's running on all subjective bullshit. That's what he's selling you. But not only does he do that, but he blindly robs people. He manipulates and coerces other companies and shit to give him shit. He uses his platform not for the betterment of people, for himself. You know what that's called? That's called selfishness. That isn't called selflessness. It's called selfishness. But Kevin Samuels wants to pass himself off as selflessness. Oh, I'm not going to continue this live stream if I don't get more money from y'all. That's what Kevin Samuels does. I'm not going to continue this live stream. That's the kind of motherfucker y'all follow. In a life or death situation, and you're running, and Kevin Samuels is your leader, and Kevin Samuels doesn't get what he wants, he's going to stop. And he's going to say, I'm not saving none of y'all lives, so y'all suck my dick. Y'all going to do that? That's exactly what y'all do on this live stream. I ain't paying that motherfucker one red cent. You guys are ignorant. You motherfuckers who follow him and give him money, you guys are the ignorant motherfuckers. Following a subjective ass, loudmouth horse. So what the fuck y'all follow? A bitch ass motherfucker named Kevin Samuels. Opinionated. That's all he is. Opinionated. He has no standard in truth. He cannot ground what he says in logic and truth. He grounds what he says in subjective bullshit. There are men in America who like bigger women. A lot of black men, actually. Don't know the numbers, but there are a lot of black men who like bigger women. Period. The numbers are even greater in Africa. I'm pretty sure there's other places in the world that like bigger women. It's all a mindset. It's all on what you perceive, what you've been raised around, and what you're paying attention to. Like I said, the culture here in America is what poisons the mind of many people. What does the culture glorify? Money, cars, fancy clothes, superstars, actors, prostitution, drugs. This is what you perceive. Go to Africa, what do you see? What do you see in Africa? You don't see that shit. You see some of it. But you mostly see just skinny women. So what are they going to glorify there? Bigger women. What are they going to glorify more? Food. More important shit. More pressing issues. It's still, even though it's there, it's still subjective. It's still bullshit. So what's the truth? You're not your skin. This isn't you people. This isn't me. This is skin. This is flesh and bone. Where my spirit goes, my body cannot follow. This isn't who I am. This is a space vehicle. This is a space suit. This bullshit here is a space suit. This bullshit here, it ain't gonna be here when I go. It ain't gonna follow me. That's the truth. This ain't going to my grave with me. This is just here for me to enjoy my life now, as it is. Kevin Samuels makes you focus on either the past or the future. He doesn't let you focus on the present. I'm here to let you focus on the present and enjoy your time now. That's why it's called the fucking present. Because it's a gift. It's a present from God. The future isn't promised. And the past is already gone. So why the fuck are y'all focusing on either or? Because you're either going to be living in despair, you're going to be living in expression, and you're not going to be living on intention. What is my intention? My intention is to live in the now and live it to the fullest as possible. Sure, you can plan for the future. Sometimes your planning pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not guaranteed. So what is the best scenario for you to do? Live now. Be happy now. Accept God for what he told you to be true. Invoke and evoke positivity and love. Not deception, not hate, none of that bullshit, not manipulation. Truth. There is a standard of truth, and God is it. He has it. Not Kevin Samuels, not Big Bear Business, not Bowtie Fragrance Guy, not Steven from Red Adolescence, not Jen Sense. These motherfuckers don't have any standard of truth. This is the sad thing about this whole ordeal. Many of you motherfuckers just don't understand it. And you will never understand it. You're simply living good and bad, right and wrong. But y'all don't know the difference between good and bad, right and wrong. You don't know that your negative feelings, emotions, and opinions actually affect reality. You can invoke it and evoke it. You can manifest negativity in your reality, or you can manifest deception in your reality. You can be living a life full of hatred, or you can either be living a life full of deception. And the more that you deceive yourself, and the more the society deceives you, the more you are in danger. The more your relationship with the people around you will be in danger. Kevin Samuels is single. He isn't married. And if he does get a girl, it ain't for a long time. Because his life is full of deception and manipulation. If he drags someone else into that relationship with him, he will make them fucking miserable. Miserable. Peep game, man. Only real motherfuckers can see this. Plain and simple. When you live a life full of hatred and deception and manipulation, that shit will catch up to you. This shit will catch up to you, or the devil will own your motherfucking soul. Yeah, the devil can give you what you want to. But in the end, you're going to pay the greatest price of all. This is why a lot of motherfuckers don't understand happiness. And they cannot ever be happy. This is why a lot of motherfuckers want to find happiness in other people. And they do shit for other people. They don't do shit for themselves. Like this woman who was overweight. Kevin Samuels was telling her, you can't get a man. You can't get a man, or a top-notch man, or a man with money, six-figure man, because you haven't lost weight. So now, your motivating factor is to please someone else, not yourself. See the difference there? The difference is, you're not trying to lose weight to find happiness with yourself. You're trying to lose weight now because you're trying to get a man. Do you see the deception there? The smoke and fucking mirrors. Hope y'all see that. I hope y'all see that. I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't matter how much you change for someone else. If that motherfucker wasn't happy with you, he'll never be happy with you. First of all, a man who's making six figures will never be happy with any kind of woman, because he's making six figures. His goal isn't focused on a woman. His goal is focused on making six figures. That's two playing fields there. One is for the devil, and one you're trying to find love. Now, if you're making six figures, thinking that you will find real love, if that's how you're going to find real love, is by making six figures, you just took the wrong fucking route. Because here's the thing now. You're making six figures. Now you don't know if this bitch that you're trying to get with is with you for the money or is with you for you. Now there's a dilemma there. There's a conflict of interest there. So Kevin Samuels says, now what you want to do is grab the dude out of high school who has the potential to make six figures. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? You got to grab a dude who has the potential to make six figures right out of high school, right out of college, and marry him right then and there. That way you can have a man. But do you realize that if you grab a dude like that, you're impeding on his journey to making six figures? Good for you. You're lucky if you can get a dude to stay with you who's focused on making six figures while he's trying to focus on you too. Right out of college, right out of high school. You're lucky. This isn't a fucking numbers game you can play like that. You can't put fucking numbers on shit like this. It's too complex for Kevin Samuels to sit there and give you a definitive answer on each and every motherfucking situation. Not like that, people. This is my video. This is your boy Original Dog Man. The stupidity and the fucking ignorance of Kevin Samuels is fucking great and vast. But you idiots want to sit up there and listen to this cocksucker like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Sure, you can go to whatever site you want and pull off numbers. Those numbers ain't going to match everywhere around the motherfucking world. And they just only going to match with subjective motherfuckers. They're going to match with zombified motherfuckers who don't know the truth. Question. Do you want to get with reflex zombie ass motherfuckers, or do you want to get with a motherfucker who knows truth? A motherfucker who understands where happiness comes from, and love comes from, and where truth comes from. This is the type of motherfucker you want to get with. You don't want to get with a motherfucker like Kevin Samuels, or the motherfuckers who are listening to Kevin Samuels. You want to get with a motherfucker who knows truth. A motherfucker who knows loyalty, honor, respect, virtues, values, principles, ethics, and morals. A motherfucker who knows the difference between good and bad and right and wrong. A motherfucker who knows the difference between subjective moral values and objective moral duties. This is the type of motherfucker you want to get with. Man or woman. A person who understands coherence, cohesiveness, and correspondence. A motherfucker who understands the life, death, resurrection, and ascendance of Jesus Christ. That's who the motherfucker you want to get with. That's the type of motherfucker you want to get with. Not with a bullshit ass motherfucker like Kevin Samuels who's worried about fashion and looking good. And downplaying his own fucking race and culture. A motherfucker who can't keep still, who claims he's got it going on, but yet begs motherfuckers on YouTube. You don't see him handing nobody shit. All he does is have his hand out like this. You want to compare me to this motherfucker. Me, who had given my land up and my inheritance to my people. That's who you want to compare me to. That shit y'all don't know about me, y'all just finding out. Both me and my sisters let our people have the fucking land. Yes. I could have been big balling, motherfucker. Choose not to. Because I have 13 other brothers and sisters with families who need that land more than I do. Yes, in motherfucking deed. Kevin Samuels, on the other hand, is moving from New York to Atlanta to there, to there, to there. But he got it going on. He got a better setup than me. Do you know how fucking stupid y'all sound? Man, please, for all you Kevin Samuels motherfuckers that come to my page and comment, get the fuck off my page. Y'all don't know jack shit about me. I'm a clown every last one of y'all. Bitch ass motherfuckers.